Throughout the initial stages of my A2 media work, I used many different media technologies in order to help me throughout my planning stages. I used Microsoft Word in order to create my final shooting script. This was an important process as it allowed me to plan a key structure for my music video. Microsoft Word was really helpful for this task as it allowed me to create a clear and structured table which I could then follow whilst I was filming. I had used Microsoft Word before and I was accustomed to the embedded features and knew how to use the software, therefore I knew this would be a good choice for this task. I used Prezi to create my potential ideas plan, which I later pitched to my peers. Prezi was a great program for this as it allowed me to clearly lay out my thoughts so that I could carefully consider each idea. Prezi also allowed me to present my thoughts in an attractive and aesthetically pleasing way, which was also helpful whilst presenting my ideas to my peers. I used Instagram to send a direct message to Republic Records requesting to use Lord's song Liability for our initial music video. I used Instagram for this as I couldn't find an email address or another point of contact for Republic Records, and so Instagram was the most effective way to carry out this task. This was a vital planning task as we needed to request permission before we could move forward with our product, and so this task allowed us to quickly progress with our product. Throughout the production process, we used Final Cut Pro to edit our music video. We had used Final Cut Pro previously whilst creating our AS Thriller product, and so we were accustomed to the software and knew that it was an effective and professional editing program. Final Cut Pro allowed us to fine-tune our video in order to create a seamless and advanced product. We took advantage of different tools such as adjusting the pace of our footage to flow simultaneously with the beat and the tone of the music. We were also able to crop shots within our video in order to focus on points of interest or cut out anything unwanted within the footage. As well as this, we were able to edit the warmth, saturation and brightness of our footage in order to ensure that the colour scheme reflected the tone of the music. By making these changes using Final Cut Pro, we were able to ensure that our product flowed with flair and had a professional, advanced finish. We used an iPhone 6 Plus whilst filming our initial music video, however we were unimpressed with the result and the quality of the footage, and so decided to move on using a more advanced DSLR camera whilst filming our updated music video. So we moved on to using a Nikon D3100, a camera that allows for advanced techniques to be achieved by a relatively inexperienced user. This camera was perfect for us as it was easy to use and produced high quality seamless footage, which ultimately led to a more advanced, clearer product. Our skills were also able to develop whilst using this camera as there were more features on the camera than on a standard iPhone camera, such as a built-in zoom lens which we utilised many times during filming. Therefore, this camera allowed us to develop our skills whilst creating a high quality music video. Throughout our research stages, we used SurveyMonkey to create an audience research questionnaire regarding what our audience liked or disliked seeing within music videos. SurveyMonkey was a great site to use for this task as it automatically gathered all of our data into charts and graphs, which meant that our data was easily interpreted using this software. So this meant that we could quickly analyse our data before considering how our audience's preferences may influence our creative decisions during the planning stages. Also during the research process, we used YouTube to analyse music videos and discover existing conventions of music videos relating to Andrew Goodwin's music video theory. By analysing music videos within our chosen genre, this allowed us not only to initially identify the existing conventions, but also to start considering which conventions we may wish to conform to or challenge within our own music video. YouTube was a great platform to analyse from during this task as it holds an array of videos from differing artists and genres, meaning that our research could be broad and thorough. Finally, we use social networking site Facebook in order to promote our audience research survey. By attracting more people to fill out our survey, we knew we would obtain broader results, thus broadening our knowledge regarding our audience's preferences. Social media sites such as Facebook are a great way to promote links to a wide and varied audience, meaning that this platform was the most effective for us to use during this task. Throughout the process of my evaluation, I used sites such as Blogger, Prezi, Amaze and Google Slides. I used Blogger to record and plan each of my evaluation questions. Having a place to store and order my thoughts was extremely helpful when it came to planning my response to each question, as it meant that I had a clear approach and wasn't rushing into each of my answers. Prezi, Amaze and Google Slides were all used in order to present my responses. I used Google Slides for the first time during my A2 evaluation. I was impressed with the software and the way in which it allowed you to input large bodies of text as well as images and videos. This was extremely useful whilst answering one of my evaluation questions, as I needed to input a lot of detail as well as inserting images to back up the points that I made within my text. I also wanted to ensure that my response looked aesthetically pleasing, which was possible using Google Slides as they offer an array of different interesting themes and layouts in which you can present your work. In conclusion, the use of various media technologies throughout my stages of research, planning, evaluation and production have helped me greatly when following through with each specific task. Some of my chosen technologies challenged me in certain ways, however each technology allowed me to grow and develop my skills whilst using them. Each technology was easy to use and allowed me to reach my full potential whilst using them, meaning that I am extremely happy with my overall media journey.